When she looks into the mirror, she looks into a young girl's eyes.
You know, I just want to say that if you see me smiling, please remind me. Things aren't going quite as well as they could be or they should be. This picture has a tale to tell of cupcakes in the kitchen, picnics on the lawn, flowers cut from her garden to brighten up my lonely room. But petals fade and fall. This picture still remains of our time together by my bedside, framed. And we edit out the sorrow, filter out the pain, crop out the sadness until nothing real remains. And I dream of madeleines and moonbeams, red balloons and breakfast trays, bacon, eggs and a diamond ring fizzing in a flute of chilled champagne. And the joy then was just as intense as the sorrow that was to follow, as today gives way to tomorrow. Midnight in my mother's kitchen. Pubs all closed an hour ago. Cassettes playing compilations all taped off the radio. From John Peel to Honky Tonk. That's the Charlie Gillett Show. Robbie Vincent, Rodigan, from Lovers Rock to Southern Soul. And Teenage Kicks trumped Route 66 and the Undertones beat the Rolling Stones. And it was all welcome to the working week, so it goes, so it goes, so it goes. You kissed me quick, I kissed you slow, we had complete control. With music in my mother's kitchen, all taped off the radio.
You know, we weren't all that. We weren't all that, you know. We weren't all that all those years ago. And you weren't all that, you pork pie hat, your second-hand car and your second-floor flat, your second-hand shoes and second-hand clothes. But you had a hardback copy of On the Road. No, you weren't all that. And you weren't all that. Headscarf, shades, two-tone slacks. Princess Grace meets Pauline Black, singing blues in shoes with holes in their soles. Second-hand music in second-hand clothes. And we weren't all that. We weren't all that, you know. We weren't all that. We weren't all that. We weren't all that. We weren't all that.
No, we weren't all that,
We
you
weren't all
know.
that.
We weren't all that.
We weren't all that.
We weren't all that.
We weren't all that.
All those years ago. No, we weren't all that. All those years ago. You weren't all that. In your pork pie hat. We weren't all that.
1951, an imagined summer. When she looks in the mirror, she looks into a young girl's eyes. But she knows to the hour, she knows to the minute how long she's been alive. She knows the figure. It's easy to remember, but it can't be right. So she reaches through the glass, steps into the room on the other side. There was a clock upon the wall. The wireless set was on. A table in the corner playing that year's number one. She recognised the song. They sang it all that summer. round a piano in the parlour back in 1951. She could still sing the song. They sang it all together in a flat above a chip shop in Bangor, County Down. And she remembered that summer when they swam in the bay, threw off their clothes and dived in the river. They'd kick off their shoes and dance in the rain, happy together all that summer, till the boy called out her name. Then the clock began to chime. She heard a knock upon the door. Then she heard a voice she'd heard somewhere before, from a long time ago, when they all lived together in a flat above a chip shop in Bangor, County Down. The voice was cold. It began to scold. When did you get so old? When did you start to do as you were told? Your life's over. It's done. When did you forget to have fun? You used to run on the beach, swim in the bay, dive through the waves and wash your sins away. And in the water, you always stayed under, till the boy called out your name. Then nothing was ever the same again. The piano in the parlour never stayed in tune, and the sun set on that summer like a rainy afternoon. He said to me, I told a lie. I got a job. I hid the truth and got a wife. Why did you lie? Asked I. His reply, I'll tell you why. I don't tell the truth. What's the use? Tell the truth, you go to jail. Tell the truth, they think you failed. So I lied and I lied, and my life has turned out fine. It would be a crime not to lie. I don't even have to try standing on my own 2 feet. I just lie horizontally. And lying through my teeth, Lord of all I see. He told me confidentially, lounging horizontally, life's been tough, but recently I've been dabbling in deceit. House, wife, kids, I swear on their lives, I lied, I got a country. Tell the truth about my life, they'll definitely think I failed. Tell the truth about recent history, I could end up in jail. Any ideas where I got the idea from? I could end up in jail as a traitor, an enemy, a threat to national security. But that's not me. He turned to me and asked imperiously, but what is truth, really? He went on. The truth is like your embarrassing friend at a school reunion whose clothes don't fit and who farts and burps at the table and won't let you forget that time. Yes, that time you want to forget so long ago, but you still don't want anyone to know. But he just blurts it out anyway, in front of all your friends, loud and clear. The people at the bar could hear. And they couldn't hide their disgust or stifle embarrassed laughter. To think that you did that? And no one remembered except your old, scruffy, uncool friend from school, keeping you honest, keeping you true. But then the lie walks in. chic and slim. Ha. In Italian clothes, nursing a designer gin. He saves the day. Just look at him, the truth. Who'd believe what that ragbag truth teller has to say? The truth's too ugly and brutal to be believed, and we cover our ears and shut our eyes, preferring the elegant beauty of a lie. Honesty is sin. Strength the only virtue. When the accuser points his finger at you, you have it all to prove. Truth is weakness. Strength is the only virtue. When the punisher sets his sights on you, you will lose. Truth is a disease contracted from a condition called innocence. It results from an open mind and soft heart. Once the mind has healed over, closed up, the heart will harden and you'll be fine. Innocence is an abomination, a weakness, ugly and vile, a damnation. Be strong like us and you will thrive, and we will rise and be great again.
When she looks in the mirror, she looks into a young girl's eyes.